I'm here with Brie and Ronald. How are you both?
Fine.
Good. We're talking about organ donations. And this is actually a whole month worth. Tell us what
April
it is.
is National Donate Life Month.
Okay.
And what we do is we just want to encourage everybody in the community to get out and register their intent to be an organ donor.
Does that sometimes scare people when you're trying to get them to donate organs? What is their misconception about that?
Yeah, there are a lot of myths that go along with organ donation. One of them is, you know, people have the fear that they would not be able to have an open casket viewing, things like that. Someone could be an organ, eye, and tissue donor and still have an open casket viewing. And I know a lot of people tell me that if they think, if I put it on my driver's license, if I'm in an accident, you know, they'll just let me go. And that's not true
Oh my
at all.
gosh.
And a lot of people have that fear. So we just want to encourage everybody to get the facts. They can go to our website. It's alabamaorgancenter.org.
Okay.
You can register to be a donor there, or you can just put it on your license at the DMV.
And I promise you they're going to do everything they can to save your life prior to them, you know, just saying, oh, organ donor, let's just take them.
Right.
You know, they don't do it. It doesn't work that way. All right, I want to talk to Mr. Ultz for just a moment.
Yes,
you are a fan of this, and this has touched your heart.
It is. Organ donation is what we do. My wife and I do to promote, due to the fact that my daughter underwent a 6-organ transplant in 2006. And we've made lifelong friends at the facility with the coordinators and the doctors, and they're not just doctors to us now, they're friends I have on speed dial. So it's been a great experience, and we do several things a year for the transplant house in Miami, which is like the Ronald McDonald House for transplant patients. But we do things, the patients have to come back and recover from their surgeries, and we us, along with Fraternal Order of Police here in Alabama, donated all kinds of like DVD players and things where they can entertain themselves while they're recovering. And we do events for them, and we also work with the folks here in Alabama.
Sometimes you're down there for months.
During the surgery, I spent approximately a year in Miami. That was an experience in itself.
Now, your daughter was how old?
27 when she got sick.
She was perfectly healthy.
Perfectly healthy. Went to work on a Tuesday, came home with a stomach ache. Wednesday went in the hospital. Friday went into shock. Did 3 surgeries in 3 days and lost everything but 18 inches of her small intestine due to a blood clot.
So young.
Right. And then, of course, with no small intestine, they had to put her on TPN feeding, and over the course of a year, it cirrhosis the liver, so it was going bad in a hurry for us.
You had told me that when she was diagnosed with this, or they talked about this, you immediately went on the computer and you typed it in, and at 5 o'clock in the morning, you were emailing a doctor in Miami.
Right, Dr. Andres Tzakis, who is come to find out, is one of the best intestinal transplant surgeons in the world.
Oh, what, he waited a while before he contacted you back?
Yeah, I emailed him at 5 a.m. At 5:30, he emailed me back, and at 6 o'clock, the University of Miami was on the telephone wanting to talk to us about her situation, so they were very
interested. They were very helpful. And how is she doing now?
We're 4.5 years out. She completed her master's program, and she's in a nursing program at Calhoun as we speak, but doing wonderful. It's God's blessing to us.
Now, you did tell me something. You said she doesn't like to talk about this. She's like, I'm done. I'm going forward.
Yeah, she warned me. She said, we had several articles done in the paper and things like that. And she said, I'm worried about tomorrow. Don't want to talk about yesterday. Let's talk about tomorrow, so I'm done with all that. So.
Well, I'm glad she's doing well, and I bet you have just a ton of stories of people that it's been successful with, and thank God for that.
I really get to see the great thing. I know it's always a tragedy when someone dies, but I get to see such a wonderful thing that can come out of such grief for a family. There are over 100,000 people waiting on the National Registry.
Wow.
Right now, and if that, I know you're big Alabama fans, and if you can picture 100,000 people, there's actually more people waiting on a transplant in the United States than could fit in Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Hey, there's supposed to be 100,000 there this weekend for Saturday, so just think about that when if you're going and you're standing there and it's like, all these people are on a waiting list.
That gives you a picture of how many people we're talking about. Over 3,000 people just in Alabama are waiting.
Wow. Okay, give out that website address again in case people need to go visit.
alabamaorgancenter.org.
Great. All right. Thank you both for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
All right. And all you have to do is when you get your driver's license renewed, or if you want to go up there before it's time to get it renewed, go ahead and pay the extra money to get the new license, and they'll put it
Tell
right
your
there on there.
family.
Tell your family. Yes, tell your family you're doing it, or tell them to do it with
Yeah,
you.
that's one of the most important parts, is to make sure your family, knows your wishes.
All right, very good. Thank you. I believe we are organ donors. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we still have a lot more to talk about. We're going to talk about Earth Day, a bass fishing contest, I guess you can say, tournament rather, couldn't think of the word. And of course, Johnny Lee Dees is here, and we're going to share a very, very special testimonial with you. Stay with us.